The inner child is the part of us who carries unresolved emotions from our very early years, before we were 7 years old. These are the emotions that are triggered again and again, as life gives us opportunities to feel them and potentially to heal by witnessing and clearing the charge. In this meditation, first we'll tune into the inner landscape, creating a safe space for the inner child. Then we'll meet the inner child, giving unconditionally loving space for him or her to be seen, heard, and felt. Simply meeting the inner child in this way is deeply healing, as long-held emotions, just by their being witnessed without resistance, are freed to move on, and so we are freed from that emotional charge. This simple meeting will be built upon in the next practices I share. For now, start by setting the space for your practice. This is a gift to yourself. I was reminded by a couple people's experiences with the first practice that I shared to acknowledge that there are different ways that one can engage this practice. So for some people and at some times, the best way to set the space for yourself is to sit in stillness and quiet on a cushion or on a chair. And for others and at other times, you may best set the space for yourself by engaging in a simple activity that allows you to focus on the inner landscape and on this practice. Both of these are valuable, both meditating in stillness and meditating in action. And ideally over time you'll get to engage both ways. So just be honest with yourself and give yourself the space to be with yourself and the inner child. Go ahead and close the eyes and feel the breath moving in the body. With the inhale, a gentle expansion, and with an exhale, a gentle contraction. Continuing to feel that breath moving, that gentle rhythm. Imagine and feel roots growing into the earth, feeling yourself supported and rooted in Mother Earth. And bring the awareness to the heart center, seeing and feeling golden sunlight. And if this doesn't come naturally to you, you can image in golden sunlight, inhaling, and the sunlight becomes stronger, and exhaling, it expands, spreading its warmth and light, letting it permeate through the cells. This golden sunlight is warm and nourishing, and it offers its warmth and nourishment and love to everything and everywhere it touches, unconditionally. And taking several breaths to allow this golden sunlight to expand through the body. Inhaling, the warmth and light become stronger, and exhaling, spreading and permeating through the body. Not trying to fix anything, not seeing anything as good or bad or right or wrong. Just offering itself unconditionally, loving unconditionally. And bring the awareness to the lower belly and the pelvis. You might like to place your hands there. This is the place of the inner child, where much of our foundational emotions are stored. And bathe this lower belly and pelvis in golden sunlight. And as you rest here, see, feel, imagine the inner child. This child may look or feel like a younger version of you less than 7 years old. And take note of your impression. How is the child expressing him or herself? What's his or her facial expression, body language? What's the feeling you get as you perceive this child? And one of these ways of sensing may come more easily, or you may not sense anything right now, and that's okay. Just let the doorway be open for your sensing the inner child. Whatever the child is expressing or feeling, just let that be seen or heard or felt. You don't need to fix it or change it. And the golden sunlight continues to bathe the lower belly and the pelvis and the inner child. And whatever thoughts, feelings, emotions are arising for you, just notice those and be aware that these thoughts, feelings, and or emotions can be the inner child expressing. So whatever is coming up, let that be seen, heard, felt. You don't need to fix or change or make that go away. The golden sunlight continues to bathe this area. And let the inner child know that you love him or her no matter what. You may do this in words, or you may just have this feeling, I love you no matter what. But just let him or her know. I love you no matter what. I respect and honor you no matter what. I'll listen to you no matter what. I'll be with you no matter what. I'm here with you no matter what. Golden sunlight, unconditional love continues to bathe this whole area, bathing the inner child. And just being aware of what the child is expressing or feeling and what's showing up on the screen of your awareness, what's showing up, thoughts or feelings or emotions, just noticing. Letting whatever comes up be seen, heard, and felt as this golden sunlight bathes the child. Golden sunlight bathing all of you as you feel your breath moving in your body. And keep this sense of unconditional love bathing you and the child as you continue to feel this movement of your breath, becoming aware of the support underneath you, the earth in contact with you from underneath, the feeling of your clothes against your skin and the air against your skin. Keeping this awareness of golden sunlight, unconditional love no matter what, as you start to become aware of the sounds around you. And as you start to bring gentle movement to your fingers and your toes. Taking a deeper breath. And you can take this loving awareness with you wherever you go throughout your day. And any time in your day or night you can come back to visit with just a few breaths. And come back to this practice and the inner child regularly. Each time you do, you're building safety for the inner child. Each time you practice the child becomes more assured of your being there for him or her. And the child will more and more drop the emotional charges that he or she has been holding on to. And in future practices, we'll go deeper with the inner child, and we can bring unconditional love to even more strongly charged emotions. I'll be continuing to put out guided meditations and teachings about once a week. So please let me know how this meditation practice is for you and what you'd like guidance with. You can also subscribe to get notifications each time I put out a new video. There's a subscribe button just below this video on YouTube. Thank you for practicing with me.